Hello, lovelies. This is 5 Minute Manifesting, and I'm your host, Lovey Brown. Thank you so much for listening. I'm thrilled that you're here. And I was planning for the whole month of May to talk about abundance and money and manifesting money May, and I thought that would be really fun. But I've gotten several emails of people who are manifesting their ex back, and they are needing some help. And so I can't respond to all your emails right now, so I'm going to make an episode here. So if you are in a fresh breakup, if you've just broken up, say in the last month or the last 2 or 3 months, or even if it's been longer than that, but it still feels really fresh because you're still having really fresh emotions about it. So even if it was like 6 months ago, you're still crying about it and calling your friends and crying about it, and still in a really kind of what I'm going to call a panic state, or a desperate state, or a not really settled in your feeling state, and moving kind of and feeling different about it. Now, I'm not talking about if you just want your ex back. If you want your ex back, that is perfectly fine. That is wonderful and great, and you can manifest that. Even if you're in this state that I'm talking about, where you're feeling kind of desperate and sad and scared and having a lot of kind of desperate emotions about it, you can still manifest your ex back. But we're going to need to do some like emergency kind of work to get you to a better place, because it's going to be difficult. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's going to be difficult to manifest your ex back from this kind of desperate, panicked state of just needing them back, and desperately not being able to hear or listen to the things in manifesting information and manifesting podcasts. So I'm going to say some things that could be triggering, and I just need you to hang on to what I'm saying next, which is you can manifest your ex back if that is what you want, and you stick to it, and you get clarity, and you get focused on your desire. You can manifest your ex back, but you're going to have to move out of this kind of panic, desperate state. If you're feeling that way, you're going to need to shift your emotions, and you can do it. I promise you can. I've done it. I have been there where I have been panicked and scared and really just wanted to get my ex back, and not been able to manifest from there, but have been able to shift out of that and feel better and manifest my person back and manifest other people that I wanted. So you can do this. So if you're in this state right now, I need you to really focus on, even if it feels hard, even if it feels like you can't do it, I need you to focus on finding something that makes you feel better. Whatever it is, if it's a news story, or if it's meditating, if it's walking, if it's affirmations, whatever it is, find something that shifts your feelings to a better feeling place. Now, feelings aren't manifesting. This is just for you to be able to do the manifesting process. So this is kind of an emergency pre-step to get you to a better feeling place where you can do the manifesting that's going to work to get your ex back. So, and it doesn't matter what it is. Your goal is just to feel better, and you can tell yourself whatever story you need to tell yourself to feel better. I'm trying to think of some of the ones I've used in the past. So one that I've used in the past is, they can't choose me right now because of this, but so I can shift out of this and feel better, and they can't choose me, right? So because that sort of worked for me, if that wouldn't work for you, you can pick something else, whatever it is, and find something hopeful and to hold on to that makes you feel better. And also, if you can do this, now this is the part that could be triggering, and if it is, just hold on, it's okay. I promise you're going to be okay. Is if you can get to a place where you know that it's going to be okay if you never get them back, that is the best place to come from. Now, I know that place is really hard to get when you're just in this sort of desperation state of just wanting them back and needing them back. But the best place you can get to is nobody on the earth is that special. Nobody on the earth is the most special person that you can't live without. If you never get back together with them, you will be okay. And you can find a different person who will love you maybe even more. Now, I know that those particular words are very hard to hear when you're in this state. But I promise you, it can be okay and it will be okay. And so if you can go inside of yourself, inside your internal world, and soothe yourself about this. And you're going to need to find a story, whatever it is, to tell yourself that makes you feel better and shifts you into something else. And that story is probably going to be different for each person. But I promise you there's a story that you can tell yourself that will make you feel better. And whatever that is, you tell yourself that. This is another one I just remember from a long time ago. It was where I had developed a belief, and I don't even necessarily believe this now, but at the time I did, that this person, like, even if we didn't get back together in this lifetime, that maybe I would get back together with them in a different lifetime. And that soothed me enough to move on so that I could do the rest of the manifesting process. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap up for today. But if you are in this state, if you are in getting your ex back, you want to get your ex back, and you're in a very fresh stage of the breakup where you need a lot of self-soothing, then what I want you to work on is finding a story that makes you feel better and doing processes, affirmations, or meditations that make you feel better. And then when you get to that feeling better state, you can start focusing on being back with your person. And I promise, I know that that's hard to hear, but I promise this works. So thank you so much for listening, and may you manifest exactly what you want.